Hi, I'm Dr. Rebecca Heise, and I'm here to introduce you to me and my lab, the Pulmonary Mechanobiology Lab. I'm in the Department of Biomedical Engineering. I've been at VCU here for 11 years. Prior to that, I got my postdoctoral fellowship at the National Institute of Environmental Health Science. Prior to that, I got my PhD in bioengineering from the University of Pittsburgh, and I got my undergraduate degree from chemical engineering and biomedical and health engineering at Carnegie Mellon University. So my lab mission is to really understand how the cells in the lung sense and respond to mechanical forces. We look at models of lung injury and disease, and we try to find the role of this mechanical stretch or mechanobiology in the disease so that we can find more effective treatments. My lab is also dedicated to inclusion and diversity and bringing in students from different backgrounds and beliefs and experiences, because we know it makes our lab a better place. So the focus in our lab is the lung, and we look at the alveolar capillary barrier. So you'll see here, this is really the focus of our work. So this would be at the end of your airway where you have the main gas exchange occurring in your lung. And we study a few different cell types in this area, looking at the alveolar epithelium, type 1 and type 2 cells, the thin layer basement membrane they're on, the fibroblasts that maintain this area, and then the capillary barrier with the endothelium. We study some of the immune cells in the system too, and also look at some drug delivery into this system to see how we can modulate the response of this in lung injury and disease. I'll click through a lot of these projects just so you can see them. We look at a lot of different things. Our two that are most involved with the pharmaceutical engineering program deal with our therapeutics. So we look at animal models of ventilator-induced lung injury, and for repair for those, we're looking at two different options: surfactant therapies, which would replace the alveolar lining fluid surfactant to reduce the surface tension and allow for proper gas exchange, as well as ECM nanoparticles that can direct this macrophage phenotype toward a repair phenotype when this gets destroyed in respiratory diseases, including COVID. We collaborate on the surfactant project with Drs. Longest and Dr. Hindle. Dr. Longest is in mechanical engineering, Dr. Hindle is in pharmaceutics. And we do all the animal models for this work. This is my PhD student, Frank Kamga, who did all this work that was published a couple of years ago, looking at excipient enhanced growth of Cervanta surfactant in a lung injury washout model. And we saw that the aerosolized delivery made the lungs mechanics better and did not change the inflammatory environment. These are all the arrows. The other therapeutic project that we have going on is in collaboration with Hiro Sakagami in pharmaceutics. And we're looking at extracellular matrix particles for drug delivery. So in this project, we take the porcine lung, remove the cellular material, and then use that as our base starting material for drug delivery. We formulate that through an electrospray process, and then we can encapsulate drugs or rely on the inherent therapeutic properties of the ECM itself. And we have ongoing studies of this now in an acute respiratory distress model. I've graduated 5 different PhD students over the past years, 3 of whom are now in industry jobs. Joe and Robert, my first 2 PhD students, both did postdoctoral fellowships first. Joe was at Duke University and Robert was at University of Vermont prior to them moving to industry. And Bethany Young is actually here in Richmond at Tympanogen doing some work on biomaterials for eardrum repair. I have 2 who are currently in postdoctoral fellowships. Patrick Blink is in Dan Chumperland's lab at the Mayo Clinic, and Mike Valentine is a postdoctoral fellow at Vanderbilt and Dave Merriman's lab. And this is the team currently. We're looking to grow, and so we hope you will join us, and I look forward to answering any questions you might have in the info session. Thanks.